Hello, welcome. So I had a couple of things, like I have sheets of paper here where I've just like written down things that I've woken up from a dream. So, or like in the middle of the night, I just had this thought and I was like, whoa, this is crazy. So I'll just read it. They're very like frantically written, but I'll just share them because I feel like why not? So let's start with the first one. So this one says, negative thoughts. Sorry, it looks kind of gross, but negative thoughts can't kill you if you only look, okay? And at first, though, when I read this morning, I was really confused because I didn't really know what I was trying to say. But now, upon some consideration, I realized that what my intention was with this is looking at something won't kill you. In this book that I'm currently reading called Reality Transurfing, the author says how you can be, looking at something in a third perspective, and not letting things, and I think this kind of has to go with Stoicism as well, where it's like, you're not letting things affect you so much, you're just looking at it from afar in a way. For example, if you walk through a garden and you see thorns right near a rose or like on a rose or something, if you touch it, it's gonna hurt. You're probably gonna bleed, right? But looking at it won't do anything, right? And so you can do this with your thoughts as well, right? So when you get like negative thoughts, you can see it and you can accept it and you can just say, okay, all right, yeah. And then you can just change them and you can just give yourself, and what I like to do all the time is if something doesn't go my way, if I get negative thoughts, if I think in a way where I don't want to, in any sort of circumstance or anything at all, I switch it, and I switch it to, well, something better is going for me, or, well, this is not meant for me, I'm meant for something more, or, it's okay because something better will happen. Essentially more optimistic in that mindset, because why pester over, why sit in this dull acceptance of, oh, life sucks, this is not great. Switch it. So you can see the thoughts, you can see the negative thoughts, and you can see it, you can look at it, but you don't have to let it affect you if you don't want to. And you have the power over that. Okay, so that's essentially my thoughts behind this one. And I really liked it because it's something that I should definitely practice more as well. And the thing is with this, the more you practice it, the better you'll get at it. It's like any skill, right? Or anything you do in your life. The more you do it and the more you practice it and the more you intentionally apply this in your life, because not everything is going to be perfect, right? You're going to do something wrong. You're going to fail at something. Something's not going to happen your way. People might be rude towards you, but if you look at your thoughts, and you see those thoughts yourself and you're like, wait, okay, I'm having these thoughts, all right, but you know what? Something better is going to happen for me. Or you know what? I'm going to learn from this. You know what? I'm going to gain something out of this. I'll gain insight. I'll gain something. So yeah, I think that's just such a great way to live life. So yes, that's the first one. The second one, I don't even know if I can read this. Stop playing safe. Nothing is real. Imagination. Stop being, I don't know what this last one says, but stop being, I don't know. Okay, so anyways, so for that one's from Sapiens, and it's just the fact that when you really look back at history and you look back at the evolution of Homo sapiens, right? I'm currently reading Sapiens as well, and I'm not all the way done with the book, but based on what I know so far, it's incredible how fast we've progressed as species, as Homo sapiens, and we've progressed so much in such a short amount of time that there are no checks and balances, okay? And what I mean by this is like a tiger, for example, right? A tiger is a predator. Like, we're predators too, right? Tiger is a predator, but they've been balanced out by us, right? Like, they're not the top number one species, and also like when tigers existed, so did human beings, and so did other animals of that sort and other species. So they were hunted down as well, but they were also top hunters. So you see how it's like a circle, like a balance. But with us, we've progressed so far that there are no species in this planet that can stop us. We dominate the world, right? And I think it's a good thing and a bad thing. I think it's a good thing because we have that power, but with great power comes great responsibility. And you see the state of the world. We're all Homo sapiens. Let's actually act like we're species and stick together. So yeah, and with this, everything, like the author talked about how the sole reason why Neanderthals, Homo erectus, all these other species died and like we survived was because we were able to conform because of imagination. Okay, and this stuff is really, really interesting to think about. And it's, you know, something that really sticks out to me from the book is like a group of 150 individuals can be together, right? And like can talk about things, will have similarities. But if you go past, like for fish or whatever animal you want to think of, if you want to surpass the 150, like it's not going to work out because people are going to have like not people, but like the animals are going to have arguments and like they're not going to understand each other. There's a language barrier. There could be so many things, right? Language, sound barrier, whatever, however animals communicate. But with humans, we're able to use our imagination with things like religion and things like, you know, ethics, morals, and language, and so many things to cohesively have a large group together, working together. And that's incredible. Like the entire world, like we're able to, I can talk to any human, like you can be in any country in the world, right? Anywhere, and you understand what I'm saying, and you're like, yeah, okay, cool, like I like her video, or like you might like what I like to say, or you know, like my YouTube or whatever it is, right? But it's the fact that we're able to do this, therefore we're like using our imagination to build it. And like everything is imagination if you think about it, right? Like everything you see around you was once in someone's mind, and then they contributed and they did something, they created it. So with that, you can use that to your advantage. Knowing that everything is imagination, every single thing you know in your entire life has been imagination. The laws, the government, the morals, the people, every single thing. You can use that to your advantage to imagine this life for yourself and to allow yourself to do whatever it is that your heart desires. If everything's imagination, why not use that to your advantage? Why are you confining yourself to these set of rules that people have put upon you, like why would you conform yourself to society, essentially is what I'm saying. And with that though, be a good human being, you know, that's really important, okay? But with that though, if you want to start a business, if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want a certain life, if you want a certain career, if you want to look a certain way, if you want to go to a certain country, anything that you want, if it's all been imagination, then it's always going to be imagination. So use that to your advantage, right? So yeah, I really like that. And like stop playing it safe is essentially what I wrote here. Like, don't play it safe. Everything's imagination, nothing's real. Something that's real for you, something that you should make real, right? Like, make it real, make it into reality. And yeah, it's not that deep. Everything's imagination. So, and then this one is stop being, this one's hard too. I think someone else said stop playing safe. Stop being.
A few moments later.
Oh, okay. So this one is be a trailblazer, okay? I think that's what this is. Stop playing safe. If something hasn't been done before, you be the first. If no one in your family is financially free, you be the first. If someone, if no one around you is doing something, you want to do something, you be the first. You be the first, okay? Be a trailblazer if you have to. We live in the best day and age to do whatever the F you want, to live whatever life you want. Women like me, like I get to do whatever it is that I want. I don't have to conform. I don't have to marry. I can do anything I want. All the previous women before me would only hope, like they see this in their dreams. Like the life that we're living, if you're a woman right now, the life that you're living right now, all the women that have lived before you could only dream about all they had to endure for us to get what we want right now as women, right? And even guys too. I feel like, I mean, guys kind of have always had it easy, you know, but I see the pressure that guys also have. I think because women are so like, women hold so much power now, you know, and we finally are using our power, and we're living the life that basically guys can live as well, right? Like, we can do whatever we want. I think that has kind of increased our expectations and our certain standards for men, but that in itself should make men, in my personal opinion, it should make men want to strive to work even harder and become even better. And based on what I've heard from like guys, like, you know, self-improvement guys like Hamza and whatnot, like, I think men really enjoy the drive. They enjoy, like, or they inherit, like, naturally, I feel like, right, like the full, like, you know, climbing the mountain. I talk about this a lot, and how, like, us women, like, we were born at the top of the mountain, and men, you know, climb for satisfaction, but we're already there, babe. You just have to act like it. And once you act like it, you'll attract everything. And I want to talk about that too, like the simplicity of it. If you act like you are a millionaire, if you act like you are the most beautiful girl in the world, but without an ego and without putting anyone down, okay? I mean this in, like, a positive way for you. If you act like you are, you know, whatever it is that you want, there's so many, like, 99 things. I talk about, like, certain things that I want, but just because I want this doesn't mean you should, right? Like, whatever success, happiness, whatever life it is that you want, you act like it already, you will get it. It's just a matter of how much and how often do you act like it, right? And something that I have to remind myself is, like, yeah, I try to act like it, but, like, am I doing it consistently on a daily basis, or am I just doing it when I remember? And the thing is, like, every single thing counts. Like, every single second counts, whether you want it to or not. Like, it will count. So you have to kind of consistently think, like, is this what the highest version of myself would do? Is this what, you know, is this what I want to do? Is this the life I want to live? And honestly, it's the amount of times that you've, like, failed and you show up for yourself again, right? Like, that's what really matters as well. So consistency is really important in that aspect. But yeah, so you be the trailblazer. No one around you is living the life that you want to live. You be the first. You be the first in whatever aspect you want to be. If someone's already done something that you want to do, great, that's even better, because they've laid out a path for you. You follow that path and make it your own. Yeah, so I think I dropped a couple of things here that are very valuable, I hope. And yeah, so that's that. And I try to remind myself this as much as I can, but yeah, dream night talks. I mean, I literally just woke up in the middle of the night and wrote a couple of these for the past couple of days, but I think this is pretty valuable stuff. So yeah, I'll remind myself this as much as I can, but yeah, that's all. Bye. Love you.